going on, y'all? Squad Creators Podcast, episode number 40. We brought a special guest, Joe Hard Hustle Printy, man. First off, Joe, before I even get into these questions and we finish the introductions, man, I want to thank you, man. It's September 11th, man. I know you're active military,
yes,
and I just like to thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
You and, everybody that comes along with you, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Hey,
people to protect us.
Yes, you do.
Appreciate that.
And it's your boy Mike Tees. Before we hop into this episode, y'all know I gotta shout out Vinyl Supply Unlimited. That's a Caesar authorized dealer. Use the code Squad Talk 10 for 10% off at the end of your purchase, or spend $50, get free shipping. That's Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Yo, tap in today. VinylSupplyUnlimited.com.
Excuse me. Jonah ran to go get some beef flex over there.
Yeah, you gonna throw that beef flex on us.
What he meant to say was,
man. So, man,
he said vinyl stand. Sorry about messing up y'all's little intro there, but
y'all go check out the vinyl stand right now. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out. He has a whole variety of patterns, any color, any flavor that you want. Also sublimation. Also DTF prints. Y'all make sure y'all go holler the vinyl stand. And tell him Mike sent you.
Tell him Mike sent you.
Yeah.
Hey, so Joe, man, let's get into it, man.
Let's go.
So, can we get you can leave on the hat, man. Represent.
Oh, I am. I just had a little bit too tight. I had it on the mannequin over there. His head's a little bit smaller than mine, so it's like choking my head.
I heard that. Man, so Joe, can you just give a brief description of how you came from the home to where you are now? Because it's
brief
a crazy
description.
journey.
Yeah,
brief.
I know it's like 4 people that don't.
No, but if you want brief, it's all about putting in the work. Because
definitely,
because I could just say this is something that I want to do, and I could do it, but not push it, and it's not going to get to where it is right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Juan? So that's what I would say. You know what I mean? The grind. The hustle, that's what I say. Hustlers like me, they're like, when do you sleep? I'm like, I don't sleep. I take naps.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, that's it. That's what I say.
So for those that don't know, Joe started out in a bedroom like many of us.
Like all of us.
Yes.
Wasn't given to us, you know what I mean?
Period.
Yeah.
So now the vinyl stand, you had a vinyl stand for whatever in the Hard Hustle Printing. Can you talk about those a little bit for us?
So the vinyl stand, I came across the vinyl stand before Hard Hustle Printing. I was given the opportunity to buy it from, what was his name? Dang, I'm bad. Taylor. Taylor was running the vinyl stand, or owned the vinyl stand at the time. And I went to go talk to him to figure out if he could coach or mentor me to get me to the level to his level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he sat down with me. He's like, let's schedule a dinner. So we did that. It ended up being plan A, plan B. Plan A, buy it. And I was like, and I said, what's plan B? He's like, we stick with your plan. And I mentor you or whatever you want me to do.
Excuse me.
So I was like, me and my wife were like, all right, let us think about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we thought about it, we ran some numbers, and we were like, yeah, I think we could do it. You know what I mean? So we bought it from him, and that's where we're at with the vinyl stand.
Wow.
So with that bedroom and the videos, if y'all don't know, Joe's a YouTuber, Hard Hustle Printing. Y'all go check him out if you haven't. But excuse me, I need a cough drop. My throat is itchy. But if from them videos in the bedroom that moved to your garage and all that stuff, like, did you ever think you would be? Did you ever think Hard Hustle Printing would be what it is today?
No, never,
Mm.
never. Like I still like sometimes I'm like every night when I leave, I always turn back and I just look and I'm like, dang, you know what I mean?
Man.
I used to work in a little corner in the room, and then I moved to another spot in the room, and then I moved to the loft area, and then I moved to the garage, and I was like, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? What's up, Frankie?
That's dope.
That is.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And anybody, if I can do it, anybody could do it. You just gotta be. I would say you just have to be willing to do what other people aren't willing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We probably hear it all the time with
Excuse
like with everything that everybody says that comes on here or wherever channel you go to and watch stuff, and you're talking to someone that quote unquote made it. I haven't made it. Just because when I make it, I'm gonna be sitting behind the desk and hate that I'm not doing what I like to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be so busy to where I have to delegate workout. So I haven't made it. So I don't think I have. You know what I mean? A lot of people.
You will on the road to making it.
Yeah.
We see you add a lot to the shop. I've been following you, and first of all, you upgraded your cutter.
Yeah.
You got a DTF. Explain all your printing methods that you do.
So I do vinyl occasionally here. Someone comes in and they just want one shirt. I'll do vinyl. I do a lot of numbers for soccer teams. What else? So I do vinyl, of course. And then besides that, I do sublimation. AT Print, what's up? I do sublimation, and then aside of that, I do screen printing, and then I just got into direct to garment, direct to film, so I can do stuff like this.
Wow.
Yeah, so this stuff is ridiculously crazy, and I make like I sell so much of it, like I can't. It's hard to keep it in stock. Like I have to order so many prints, like the film. I have to order so much film, and it was a big hassle because I know it takes about a week to get here from the West Coast, and I had like 100 sheets left. I said, well, I got a week for it to get here. I'll have enough, and I ran out of them in like 3 days, and I had to return money, and I was like, oh.
Damn.
And I had people like, hey, I'm getting ready to put in an order right now, and I'm like, no, don't do it. And I was like, gosh, man, and for us that small businesses, people that are doing it from home, the last thing you want to do is turn away work. You know what I mean? And I was just like, it just ate me up, and I was like, ugh. But yeah, so screen printing, vinyl, sublimation, screen printing, and direct to garment or direct to film now.
And what about the embroidery? We forgot that.
Oh, dang, it's right there. Yeah, and embroidery, right? Right, duh.
He wears so many hats, man.
Yeah, I have to, man, because I'm bald.
Hey, we got relatable problems, Joe. Relatable problems, all right? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just went on ahead and caught me a cap right here. Right on.
Why you put that hat on the screen, brother?
Yeah, so
I'm saying you got to tell people why everybody don't know.
Okay.
What was
so
that?
If y'all don't know,
yeah.
Joe did this right here. Literally. And I love it. Thank you, Joe.
I just started getting into the puff stuff now. I did one a little while ago. I just posted on Instagram. The puff is one of the things that's hidden right now, and it's crazy because people come in here and tell me how much money they spend at Lids, and I'm like, dang, I'm undercharging because Lids is crazy. I'm like,
yeah.
This guy came in here the other day and he wanted 5 shirts with vinyl. He wanted 5 shirts for me to screen print 5 shirts, and I was like, sorry, man, I don't do 5 shirts for screen printing. I said, but if you want me to, I will, but you're gonna overpay for it because there's setup fees and all the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you get over 15, it breaks it down. So, anyways, I did some vinyl shirts for him. He just wanted his name in the front and the name of his company in the back. So I did that for him. And then aside from that, he was like, "Yeah, I just bought some hats from Lids. What would you have charged me to put that same design on a hat?" I said, "Well, my hats are probably like $8, and then the stitch count in that is probably like my cost, or I mean your cost is probably like $6, so probably like $14." And he was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "I just spent $200 on 5 hats
Damn.
at Lids," and I was like, "Dang!"
Yeah, I believe.
I was like,
That's
"Holy
crazy.
crap!" Yeah, I was like, "Dang, that's nuts." But
You know, it's back to this time for you to start changing prices, Joe,
Yeah.
huh?
it's not that. Like, I mean, I could, but then I would probably get the same reaction if they went somewhere else. You know what I mean? Because there's not a lot of people in this area where I'm at that do this, but there are a couple big name hitters over here. You know what I mean? But
Right.
where I'm at, the town that I'm at, there's not. And the town that I'm in is a lot of, I don't want to sound like stuck up, but there's a lot of wealthy people here. I just got here because of the military. I'm not wealthy. Don't think that. But where I'm at, there's a lot of wealthy people here. So by me being here, people don't care. They'll pay whatever.
Right.
Like they'll come in here and they're like, "Oh, I just need some numbers on a jersey," and I'm like, $7, and they're like, "Cool, put them on," and I'm like, "Cool, 2 numbers, 1 and a 1." You know what I mean? But it's not overcharging. It's just I've learned over time, doing it from home and the hustle still. We want to get that customer in here. So sometimes we're like, the vinyl cost us $285. We're like, all right, $5. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then a lot of people will always be like, well, how do you charge for your vinyl? Because you got to buy the vinyl, and then how do you charge for your time? So now I've learned more of like, let me factor this stuff in there so that whenever it comes to it, I'm actually getting money out of my time now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what you got going back there, Joe?
That
That's direct to garment. Well, I'm doing films right now. I got like 5 orders that I'm trying to fill, online orders that I'm doing.
Wow.
See that that's dope though. So that's the Omni print. That's the DTG machine, but you also use it as a DTF, right?
Yeah, which is golden, man, golden. Because I do get a lot of direct to garment people coming in here, but then when I have those people that come in here and they want one shirt that says, I can show you in a minute because I'm getting ready to print an order of them. First birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And just say, for instance, Baby Shark. You know what I mean? It was like first birthday Baby Shark. And they're just like, how many layers of vinyl do you have to put on a shark? You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I sell vinyl. I want you to go buy the vinyl. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if customers come in here and they're like, well, I just need 2 shirts. You know what I mean? What can you do? And I'm like, right here. And they're like, what is that? And I show them and they're like, you could do that? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, do it. I'll show you in a minute. Let me print this one.
So how long does it typically take to print a shirt?
It all depends on the image and how big you're printing it, right? So we're getting ready. This one's starting right now. You can put a timer on. I mean, it'll tell me over there actual time of what it takes to print it. It tells me, the good thing about this machine is it tells me the time it takes, and then it also tells me the cost that it takes to actually print that, which is really good. You know what I mean? But it's like I tell everybody, you know what I mean? Like, if everybody can do it, then it'd be a lot cheaper. But not a lot of people can pay the money for one of these machines, or they don't want to. A lot of people are like, well, I don't want to direct to garment. Why don't you want to direct to garment? Well, because of the maintenance. Right. What do you know about the maintenance, about it? What you've heard online, what you've heard from other people? Like, that's like saying, I don't want to buy a car. Why don't you want to buy a car? Well, I got to put oil in it.
Yeah.
I gotta change the transmission fluid. I gotta check the tires. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? That's how I feel when someone says that about something like this. You know what I mean? This, I'm not hiding anything. Y'all know this right here. I could have went and bought a car. You know what I mean? For the same price. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna treat this like a car. Like when something goes when I come in and something's wrong, I'm like, whew, start getting jittery. I'm like, no. Like today it was printing. Oh, I threw the trash already. But today it was printing, and it was printing 2 lines going down. And I was like, I was like, what is going on? And I was like, do not do this to me. So then I got a couple other people, Sean from SE Shirt and Hoodies, and Mike from Nav Customs. They both have this machine too. So it's good, like networking, you know what I mean? So like if y'all ever get one or someone ever gets one and they're like, why is it doing this? Well, let me just reach out to Mike, or let me reach out to Seek, let me reach out to Joe and see if they've ever had this problem, you know what I mean? And I reached out to them. I was like, hey man, this is what it's doing. They're like, check your encoder strip. And I was like, I looked at it, and exactly where it was printing those 2 lines, it had a little black dot on it. And I was like, wow. Cleaned it off and perfect. So I was like, that's the good thing about social media and networking, you know what I mean? Is that we may never meet in person, but by being able to communicate like this through social media, you know what I mean? It's a beast, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we got SE shirts and hoodies coming on in a few weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my boy over there. We just did I think he just bought some treadmills for a gym. Yeah. Yeah, he was doing some donations from screen printers and stuff. So we donated some money. So that was like, that's what's for a good cause, you know, let's do it.
Yeah, man, that's dope. That's
dope. Yeah. But yeah, man, this thing right here has been amazing since I got it. I mean, I say that about everything, and it's just the truth. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying that to make it sound good. You know what I mean? I could show you 2 boxes of hats that I have to do right now. I can show you a stack of shirts that I have to do right now. Another 3 boxes that I have right here full for the schools. Like I'm getting in with the schools now, so that's good. You know what I mean? I can show you. I can show you. I don't want to show. Well, you can't see the addresses from over there, but that's an order. That's an order. That's an order. You know what I mean? I stay constantly busy, and it's good. You know what I mean? But I would tell people, don't be afraid to get something. I hate printers because, excuse me, I hate printers because just think like growing up, right? It was always the cartridge inks, right? Yeah. Always cartridge inks. And when the cartridge inks went out, was it cheaper to go out and buy the ink, or was it cheaper just to go out and buy a new printer?
Right.
Right. So that's why I was like, I hate printers because either they're gonna break or just throw it away and get a new one because it's cheaper and it comes with the ink already. We can have a whole stack probably full of printers at the house that we don't use just because the ink costs too dang much. You know what I mean? So that's why for a long time, I'm saying for a long time, maybe 2 years, maybe even longer, my wife has always been like, just get it. And I'm like, no, I already know. Like, I hate printers. And she was like, well, I'm telling you, you're losing out. And I was like, I just hate printers. So I finally pulled the trigger and haven't looked back. So it's good.
Yeah, man. So Joe, can you tell us, like, you can do DTG and you can do DTF. Can you tell us about the transition between the two?
So the difference between the two, like whenever you say transition, are you talking about like the setup wise?
Yeah, like
to get it ready to print.
Yeah.
So the faster way is this way, but what I hate about the program that it comes with is because it's not like Photoshop, it's not like Adobe Illustrator or the Cameo or the Cricut or LXI, those programs to where you put a picture in there, you could turn it, you could stretch it, you could do whatever you want, you can manipulate it and do it how you want, right? So whenever I create the design for this, right, I have this design, I just have one of them on my hard drive, right? And then when someone orders a 7-inch and an 11-inch, I can't just grab that one and put it on a film and then grab the other one, put it on a film and print it. I actually have to go into Photoshop, create this. I have a template, right? So 11.5 by 16.5. And then I put one on here, I size it, put the other one on here, and I size it. And that's the only way to do it. And I was talking to Victor at Omni, and I was like, hey, man, are y'all ever going to come up with a solution to where we could just drag and drop an image in there and then size it so that we don't have to go to Photoshop, put it on a thumb drive, and then put it on there? It's a process, but is it worth it? Yeah. You know what I mean? But it would just make it so much more convenient if it was just drag it, drop it, size it, print it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's it's not a downfall. It's just a little bit more time consuming. I think for the last hour, I had my orders and I had to go in there. I was like, okay, I could fit. If they ordered 2 of these, I would put 2 big ones on here. But like this one and this one, they ordered that. So I put that on there. The image was bigger. I would put the bigger image on here. And then if I could fit this image at the bottom, then I'd fit that one on there and just print both of them at one. You know what I mean? So I'm not wasting, not, this isn't a waste, but if it was bigger, like say for instance, like this one I did earlier, it was just a little piece. And then the rest of this, it's not a waste because it's not like a printer where I got to put the actual size of the paper in there. I just lay the paper on there and it just prints whatever size I tell it to print. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But if your image is too big, it's not going to say, well, if it's outside the parameters of 11.5, it's going to say, hey, you're trying to print too big because this platen is only 11.5, right? But if say I have a little sheet like this, say I have this one, right, and I only want to do a chest piece, and I'm brave enough to put it on there and be like, here's the middle of the platen, it's going to print it, right? But if it print, it's not going to be like, it's not going to read it and register it and say, oh, you're going to print off of it. It's just going to say, okay, go, and it's going to start printing. And if it misses it, well, it misses it, and then you're just out of it. You know what I mean? So you have to redo it.
Wow.
So now, right now, you're printing these DTF transfers.
Yeah.
So say you got a rush job right now, and somebody needs DTG. How long would it take to switch over to be able to do DTG?
Oh, it's not hard. The thing that takes the longest is just pre-treating it. It's all just clicking buttons. Because right now, I just go into the system and I go in there and I click. They have, instead of settings, they call them environments. So I click the environment, I scroll down, and am I printing on a black tee, a dark tee? So I just go to DTF, click DTF, and it has all the settings for the DTF already set. And then I add a white underbase and click print. That's it.
Wow.
So with the inks, is it just one set of inks or 2 different inks?
It's actually the CMYK, so it's 4. Yeah, duh, right? CMYK, right? 4. So it's 4 inks plus. Let me show you.
Nice.
So if you can see that. So this is the inks back here, right? So if you can see, there's 8 of them all together. The first one is the CMYK, and then you got 4 of them with white ink, because it uses a lot more white ink than it does anything else. Cost wise, a lot of people say they don't want to get a direct to garment printer because of the cost of ink. If you have sublimation printer, I guess, like if you have a sublimation printer that is, what do they call it, converted, the inks aren't expensive. You know what I mean? You can get Cosmo ink. I don't know what his cost is on ink, but like for me, I have a Sawgrass, right? So for a cartridge of ink for Sawgrass, I buy the big ones. You could buy the big ones or you could buy the little skinny ones. I just pay the extra $30 to get double instead of, you know what I mean? So I think it's like $140 for that. And then this is what I usually buy. This is the ink that I buy, right? So this one right here costs $190, right? But it's not like I'm gonna pour it in there and then tomorrow it's empty. No, it doesn't go like that. These little ones, I buy these, they're like $70, but these last forever. You know what I mean? It's the white ink that you use up a lot more than anything else. I think I've had this for like the last 3 months and I still have a little bit in here. and the ink, it's very, very low usage when it comes to the ink. You know what I mean? When I say you use a lot more of the white ink, because what it does is it goes through, and anything that is white is going to print white, right? And then whenever you get done, everything that is a light color will get white on the back of it also, because it has to put that white underbase, just like screen printing. If you have a red color and you don't put a white underbase and you put it on a black shirt, black and red make maroon. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, people, I don't know, just people will say stuff about the printers. You know what I mean? I guess I mean everybody has their own experience. You know what I mean? You can get it right away. You can buy a brand new Tesla, and the next day, like, dang, this is what Tesla's about. Let me go badmouth Tesla. You know what I mean? But it happens to everything. You know what I mean? That's why I've always hated printers, because I never wanted to deal with the situation of it going out on me. You know what I mean? It's under warranty, so if anything happens to it, I can get it fixed. You know what I mean? I didn't. This is like one of the only things that I have in here that wasn't sponsored to me, besides my heat presses.
Yeah.
What size heat presses you running in there, Joe?
I got 2 16x20s. I got another one. I got 3 of them. So if you guys don't follow me on YouTube, I'm getting ready to give away 2 heat presses. I'm getting ready to give away this one. It's just a little.
Y'all heard that?
It's just a little 15 by whatever. It's the new Tussie press. They sent it to me. They send me 3 different heat presses. They send me their first one. They send me their second one. And they just sent me this one. And they're like, hey, do an unboxing of it and you can have it. You know what I mean? I did an unboxing of it. I just haven't edited the video. But like I said, I can't unplug my computer because my battery just went out on me. So if I unplug it, I'm going to die and then we won't be here. So I have this one, which is this one. But I got this one, which is the Stahl 16x20 or the Hottronics 16x20. And then I have my Old Faithful from day one. Still have that one. And then if you look over here.
Full print shop.
Yeah. See, it's crazy that like all the stuff you do, I thought you was gonna tell me you had like a 40x40 somewhere hiding in the back or something. You know? Oh, we lost audio.
Yeah. Joe, unmute yourself.
So I learned that others help this channel. You could be next. Yeah, period. Hit that thumbs up.
Yo, we appreciate everybody tapping in tonight.
T-shirt man Los, what's going on? Frankie, what's going on? South Bay Creations, what's going on?
Dale, Aaron, Nicole, how y'all doing tonight? The educated, natural, craftable thing.
T Print. MI Do So 6, what's happening?
Joe, you back?
I don't know if he know he's offline. We can't hear you on this end, Joe.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah, we got you.
I got 2 mute buttons. I don't know how I hit the one on the computer, and I guess I hit the one on the Yeti down here. I don't know how. But yeah, I was showing you what I was saying was on the before. No gimbal here. Real live stuff right there.
Man.
So that right there is the weirdest name ever, right? I'm gonna do clickbait when I do this video. It's a dream van. I'm giving away a dream van.
Dream van.
Oh.
All right. So we got a squad first. Dream van.
A dream van.
Dream van. I'm giving away a dream van, and they're gonna be like, "Clickbait, you're just clickbait. You're a scrub. You just want people to click." But yeah, I'm gonna give away that one. I'm gonna give away the one I just showed you. I just got to do an unboxing for the company that wants me to do it. They sent me 2 of them, and they sent me one of those. The first one I showed you, the one that's already out of the box. Hey, what's up, Lily? And then the one I just showed you, the Dream Van.
Mm-hmm.
They sent me 2 of them. They want to send me one. They had all these commands and all these demands and was like, I want you to do this. And I was like, hold on. Do you want me to do a review? I'm gonna do an honest review. I'm gonna do a review on what you want me to do. So they were back and forth, and they were finally like, okay. I said, now here, this is what I want. Send me 2 of them. They're like, why do you want 2 of them? I said, because I'm gonna give them away. And they were like, okay. So
yeah, that's cool.
So I'm gonna give it away. And then
so for people to enter that, what's gonna be the requirements?
just follow. That's it. Just follow. Just be a follower. Just be a follower on YouTube, or Instagram, or I just started a TikTok not too long ago. So any of those, and so that you'll know whenever I get ready to give it away. And then I have another one, another 16 by 20 right there. So that's another, but I'm not giving that one away. Sorry.
Yeah. So Joe, man, so do you ever do you do the DTF prints? Do you ever print them on shirts for your customers, or you just sell solely transfers with the DTF?
I do print them. I do them on shirts. I'll show you one. Let me go grab it.
Joe got a full print shop, y'all.
Yeah, man. He started in a bedroom. Yeah. Y'all go subscribe to Hard and Hustle Printing if y'all haven't, man. Y'all go look at his early videos. He was in a bedroom.
Yeah,
hard to the garage.
So, yeah, I ain't nobody special. I don't have money to do all this. Just came from just like everybody else. So this guy likes his stuff like this because he said he didn't want it with somebody's here. Oh, someone's picking up their shirts. Hold up.
Yeah, Lily V, I see you. I'm gonna tell him when he come back. Hit him back up. Y'all want a mug press at a fell off the truck discount, man. Who you telling? Y'all hear me talking about that all?
I was live on YouTube right now.
What's up, Bobby Blues? How you doing?
Bobby Blues, what's going on?
Those are them.
T-shirt man, Los, man. Yeah, dude, bro. He came from the bedroom, bro. Now this man home.
Okay.
He got a print shop and a vinyl store.
I was trying to get
there, man. Like,
I was trying to get to him, but
watch it over the years, man. It's only been a few years.
Yeah, literally a few years.
So he do a little bit of everything, man. Screen printing, mugs, sell vinyl, sell sublimation blanks and sublimation stuff. Screen print, DTG, DTF, embroidery, and started in the bedroom. Like
full print shop, for real. But yo, this episode is brought to you tonight by Vinyl Supply Unlimited. That's the Caesar authorized dealer. Also one of the main carriers of Metamark in the United States. He also carries that fashion spray. I'm pretty sure you guys seen that. If you haven't, there's a commercial circulating around right now. Use the code SquadTalk10 at the checkout.
And you got your glitters and alcohol inks and all that over there too for you real crafters. Sam Day, what's going on, fam?
Yeah.
She can barely up. So we had to work with.
See, this is like he said somebody here like nobody was supposed to be there. Hey, see, that made me think of your videos, bro. Now you got to do a video. Somebody's supposed to be here. Like some cricket people. Y'all been hating on me, man. I don't like
shoot. You let the cat out the
that's like the
on your neck.
They've been trying to kill me. I'm just playing. Like, y'all supposed to be here. We love y'all, man. I just be messing with you. It's all fun and games. But
y'all Supply Unlimited. .com.
Unlock me out.
Okay, appreciate it.
Keep yourself safe.
Yeah. All right, sorry about that.
Oh no, that's cool. We understand.
Night customer picking up their shirts. I did some soccer shirts. We did I think it was only like 15 of them, but they asked for what was it? If I could put the names on the back. So I did the names for them, and then they were like, "Oh, whenever you do that, put your logo on the side." So I was like, "Cool." So I did that too.
my internet's going out. So if I happen to cut off, I will be back. So Joe, I'm gonna run back up here to Lily's comment.
Okay.
She said, the Dream Band. She said, "Hit him back up, Joe. I want a mug press out of fell off the truck discount."
Hey, I found the
Yeah.
truck. I found the truck that dropped them all off, and I picked them up.
So what is this? Back to that heat press. Who are they? I've never heard of it. Is this a new dealer or something coming out?
No, Tussie's been out since I first started.
No, the Dream Van, is that it?
Oh, I get no, the Dream Van. I don't even know. They just reached out to me, and they were like, "Hey, you want to get one of my heat presses?" I was like, "Cool." I didn't know the name of it or anything. I was like, "Yeah, just send it." So they sent it, and then I was like, "Okay, cool, Dream Van, huh?"
So Dream Van, we never heard of you. If you're watching us tonight, we need to know about you. You got 2 people with a platform.
Come tap in.
3 people with a platform. I correct myself.
Lily said, "I'm a cricket person. I don't how you get your money how you can."
Yeah,
I be messing with the cricket people, and then they've been threatening my life. I got a death threat on TikTok and some more stuff. I'll just be playing.
So these heat presses, both of these heat presses do come with a mug press, but I don't ever trust them. We bought this one. We bought this heat press right here, right? Brand spanking new, brand new. Like I'm talking about, like out the box new.
Mm-hmm.
I did 5 mugs and.
Oh, you did a video on that a while back.
That
on that press, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
just
I remember.
broke. Just like that little screw right there doesn't even go. And then when you try to squeeze a mug, it just goes. And I'm like,
Wow.
I cannot do. That's when I was doing 500 mugs. I was like, I cannot sit here and hold them like this. You know what I mean? So I ended up buying the one from Heat Press Nation, the one, the auto clam one, and that one worked really good. Yeah,
So
that
how
one
do
was
you
good.
still do all the mugs and all that stuff too, huh?
I do. I only do them when customers want them. Like I don't promote them or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like I have a couple by the window over there, and if someone walks by and they're like, "Hey, do you do mugs with like pictures?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Pictures from a phone?" I'm like, "Pictures from wherever you can get it from." And they're like, "For real?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, I need this on a mug or whatever." You know what I mean?
Joe, you wear like 70 hats over there, man.
You.
I salute to you. I mean, you're in the military, you running a full printing shop, satisfying one-off customers. Seriously, man.
Hey,
we paying it forward. I respect that, man.
I don't care if someone comes in here with just wanting one shirt or they want. I just did 500 shirts for a follower on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Never met the dude. He's like, "Hey, he wrote me on Instagram. He's like, 'Hey, I need to talk to you. I think my job wants to get some shirts. Are you willing to do them?' I was like, 'How many?' And they're like 1,000. And I was like, 'Yeah, I'll do them.' And then I gave them the price. You know what I mean? And it's a good price. You know what I mean for 1,000 shirts. They came back and they were like, let's just start with 500 since it's already going to be winter time. We'll do 500, and then maybe next summer when summer comes around again, we'll hit you with the full load." So I was like, cool. So I did. I just finished 500. It's just been a blessing, you know what I mean? Since I've got an actual storefront or an actual print shop now, I just gotten so many new clients that I wouldn't have gotten if I was doing it from home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Mike Tees knows that too, because you work out of your little shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm expanding a little bit, but you going at He-Man rate. I'm going.
I tell people this is just the beginning for me. Whenever I can do this, like I abuse the vinyl stand so bad because I'm just so busy over here. You know what I mean? My wife and my girls, without them, the vinyl stand would fall apart. You know what I mean? But they're the rock and the heart and soul of the vinyl stand over there, and they're the ones that take care of that place. My wife will do something. I'm like, "Did you ask the owner?" And she's like, "I'm the owner." And I'm like, "Okay,
yeah,
okay." You know what I mean? Because my main job over there is to pick up packages and deliver them. You know what I mean? I don't have time for a lot of stuff over there just because the amount of hours that I work at work, and then I get out of work and I get here, and it's just like I got so much stuff to do here. And if I was doing it from early in the morning, then I would have so much more time. You know what I mean? But it's all about the hustle, the grind. You know what I mean? If I didn't want it, I'd just give up and be like, well, whatever. But I do want it to work. I do. Whenever Anatol reached out to me and they sponsored me, I was like, I was afraid. And the reason I said that I was afraid is because I knew I couldn't fit all that equipment in my garage. So I was like, what do I do? Do I turn this down and say what could have happened, or do I take it, get a storefront, and try it? And if it fails, well, at least I tried.
There you go. That being the key.
And man, I'll tell you what. I show you guys all the good stuff. You know what I mean? The first 3-4 months, I was like, maybe this wasn't the right thing to do. Maybe it wasn't. You know what I mean? But I mean, it goes with everything. You know, I was getting jobs, but I wasn't getting jobs I was getting enough jobs to keep me afloat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was keeping it afloat. You know what I mean? And then I was like, whoa, like I'm working my butt off, and that's it. You know what I mean? I want to be on that tidal wave that just never comes down. You know what I mean? And within the last 2 months, you know what I mean? The place next door to me is a sushi restaurant, and that sushi restaurant gets so much business. It's crazy. And then at lunchtime, like all the business owners, they come eat over here, and then they come over here and they're like, you do this and you do that. I'm like, yes, sir. He's like, you know, right now I'm getting my stuff from Tennessee. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, here's my card. They're like, thank you. So I get so much work from local businesses now. So that's good. I just did maybe 100 shirts for the school. And then my daughter, she's trying to hustle me. She was like, Dad, I went to the office the other day and I was like, can I speak to the person that orders shirts? And they were like, yeah, they're over there. And then she went to go talk to them. And she was telling the lady, she's like, yeah, my dad, we know he owns this. And if you guys need some shirts, just let us know. And she's like, oh, thank you. Like, we like to shop local if we can, but it's kind of hard because there's not many people. And she was like, oh, yeah, we just got some shirts made from somebody else. And she was like, okay, but if you ever need them, he's Hard Hustle Printing. And she was like, I think that was his name. It ended up being that they were already buying shirts from me, but she was over there trying to pimp me out.
Wow.
And I was like, look at you, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I done got you well. I didn't even tell her to do it. She was over there trying to hustle me. But I was like, that's good, you know what I mean? And that's what I want, because this is I do this for me, but I do it because I want to build this place up to where they could run it. You know what I mean? My oldest daughter comes in here right now and she helps out. And then my middle daughter, she loves doing this, but it's just with work. I mean, not with work, but with school. She has school, and now she has homework. And then she got addicted to the money because she's working at the vinyl stand. And she's like a 10th grader. And she's like, I'm a big baller. I do what I want. And I'm like, damn, girl, you go. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you doing with all your money? Buying food. I'm like, save it. Do something with it. Don't just buy food.
So it's you, your wife, and the 2 girls. How many employees you have outside of the family?
Unemployment is keeping them all.
Really?
Yeah, nobody wants to work.
Damn, that's crazy, Joe. Man,
it's crazy.
True.
It's crazy. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? It just sucks because we can't do anything. You know what I mean? Because we're constantly working. And my wife is like, well, I want to go do this on a Saturday or on a Sunday, but we can't do it as a family because, you could close your shop because you just put the job off to the next day. But the vinyl stand is open. We're open 7 days a week over there. And a lot of the customers that come in are like, they love that because they can come in any day they want. You know what I mean? The other place that's here local, they're closed on Sundays. So my wife was like, we need to close on Sundays. And I'm like, no, because that's one of our busiest days.
Yeah.
The weekends, you know what I mean? But nobody, we can't do nothing. And it's like it sucks, but it's all good. You know what I mean?
That's
it's
a
our
lot. You got
it is.
Overhead, you got overhead on both. You running that store and you're running the shop. Man, that's a lot, Joe.
It is.
Again,
It is. So
man,
yeah, we have overhead here. I have overhead here. I have overhead over there, and then I pay my wife over there, and I pay two of my daughters over there, and then my other daughter works here, and I pay her here. Both of the businesses are the businesses, but we don't. It's not like a joint. We don't keep them joint. They do their own thing. You know what I mean? We don't have one joint account to where it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna order this for Hard Hustle Printing. You know what I mean? And then the vinyl stand's hurting because I ordered $1,000 worth of supplies because I needed it. You know, it's better to keep them apart so we're not pulling from one to help the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the store open while you're at work? So here at Hard Hustle Printing, unfortunately for now, we're closed Monday, Tuesday. I'm closed Monday, Tuesday, but then I open after 5 when I get out of work. So then I'm open from 5 till ? When I go home, right? And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, my daughter's here. And then I'm here Saturday, Sunday. So instead of being closed Saturday, Sunday, for now, we're closed Monday, Tuesday for that reason.
yeah,
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you's a real workhorse.
Yeah. That's what it's about, though, man. If you want it, you got to do what you can. There's Lori right there. That's my wife right there. Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
That's Lori right there.
Hey, Miss Hustle. How you doing?
She, yeah. So we're open, and it's hard. And like Bobby Blue said, I get a lot of people that come in here, and are like today, someone came in here and they're like, "You do all this by yourself?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "You need help?" I say, "Yeah, I need help." He's like, "You want to hire?" I'm like, "What experiences do you have?" The Cricut or the Cameo. I'm like, I can't use nobody with that. This is what I do here is way beyond that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have time to I need someone with experience is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like she said, no family time. You know what I mean? I get up, I leave, I come back. I think Thursday, I didn't get home till 2:00 in the morning. And then last night I was like a zombie. I was like, I'm gonna go home early. I went home and the Tootsie Press, I was editing the video and I was done. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Bidel said, it's hard to find people to come into work. You know what I mean? And then when you got, and then we did have two other employees at the vinyl stand, but they just had so many demands. It was like, oh, I can't work Sundays, or I can't work Saturdays. Well, nobody wants to work Saturday and Sunday, but you know what I mean? And then we would rotate the girls. Okay, you work this Saturday, and then next Saturday you don't work. You know what I mean? And then it would be like, okay, I'll work that Saturday. But then when Friday came, that person would be like, well, I can't work tomorrow because this came up. And we're just like,
Oh.
One time we went to Savannah, which is about 2.5 hours from where we're at. We're like, let's go to Savannah, go enjoy the day, check out the whatever we can go do, walk the strips over there. We get there, and then we get a little ping, bing, and we're like, bad review. Why we get a bad review for? Oh, nobody told me y'all were gonna be closed today. We're closed today.
Really?
We're like, closed. Hold on. Didn't even call. Didn't even show up. We're like,
No call, no show.
Nothing. So luckily my daughter didn't go. One of my oldest daughter didn't go with us. So we called her and we're like, hey, we need your help. Go to the store. And she was like, why? XYZ. And she was like, I'll be right there. I'm like, appreciate it.
Wow.
Like that's the type of stuff that will mess you up, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm nervous about that. That's why, I mean, I've tried my family members and they be backing out on me, but
yeah.
I just that's what I mean by getting an employee, and then you have to put your trust in somebody, and they don't know that they're the only employee until they look around. Or
and that's the thing about social media. You know what I mean? Mike T's, Seek Paris, SE Shirt and Hoodies. Who else is out there?
T-shirt,
Liberty Graphics, all these guys, right?
Gina,
Everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's seeing us print. Gina Gill. Everybody's seeing us do our thing, and then you hire someone, and you ship out that product, and then the customer calls you back and is like, "Hey, what is this?"
Yep.
And then you're like, Joe, Mike, Seek, what did you just send me? And you're like, it's your name on that product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what's hard, is because like that's what social media. That's what, like, being on social media and people that I send shirts to, or like through social media that order from me, it's rough, because it's like, do I trust someone else to do what other people know that I'm going to do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Let me read a couple of these comments right quick, Joe.
Okay.
Gotta go way back. They've been talking. Frankie says nobody takes me serious since I work from home.
I started from Frankie. We all started.
Everybody start there. Frankie, you just gotta
keep going. Consistency.
Buckle down, bro.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Fidel said the tumblers Joe showed in one of his videos are insane. The ones with glitter. Yeah, Joe inspired me to make glitter tumblers from that video. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. It's all about just learning it. You know what I mean? Go in there and make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I was screen printing live the other day, right? I was on a live screen printing, and one of my palettes had a little bit of white ink on it. So I was like, all right, I won't even put a shirt on there. I'm gonna make sure it goes under the flash dryer. So when the flash dryer hits it, it's gonna dry it, right? And then when it comes back around, I'll put a shirt on there. But I was just like flipping it, printing it, flipping it, printing it, flipping it, printing it, and I was like, oh, it didn't want to come up. I stuck the dang palette to the screen to the palette, and I was like, oh my god. Rye Beats was on there, and he's like, rookie. I was like, you just getting that groove, you know what I mean? You're just going, and stuff happens, you know what I mean? Mistakes happen. And it happens with everything, even just ordering stuff, you know what I mean? I'll put in an order for 50 or 60 shirts, small through X large, and I know I think I sat there, I ordered them, I looked, I was like, I'm good. I put on the work order, shirts ordered, I put it in my little slot. The shirts come in and I'm missing 10 shirts. I'm like, how? I know I'm not tripping. I know I did, you know what I mean? But some mistakes happen. The other day, I was like, let's order. To my wife, I'm gonna order some orange shirts. I'm gonna order 5 of each. Small, medium, large, X large. Ordered 5 of each. I got in 50 of each. And I was like, did you order these? And she's like, no, you did. I was like, no, I didn't. You did. And she was like, mm-mm. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I just keep them. You know what I mean? I could send them back. But I was like, Halloween's coming. Fall's here. Hopefully I can get rid of it. Even if I sell them for $3, make 50 cents off of them, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie, you the man, Frank. Hey, stay positive, Frankie. You've always said that people weren't buying your stuff. Just gotta stay positive, man. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Things aren't always gonna go your way. At the end of the day, you just keep pressing. You know what I'm saying?
But that's Frankie, man. Frankie, I think Frankie will look for that. And the thing is, Joe, everybody know Frankie. Frankie ain't quit.
Everybody.
So Frankie need to quit with all that woe is me because he's still grinding.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna bring Frankie. I'm gonna bring you on here one day, bro. We're gonna talk about this, bro.
We're gonna bring him on. You heard that, Frankie?
Frankie's gonna be on the squad talk.
We're gonna bring Frankie on, man. Everybody, Frankie know every printer this side of the fucking Mississippi. Excuse my language. Bobby Blue said, "My children are grown and have never had interest other than free promotion wearing products." Hey, they know what to do, man.
No,
Right?
shoot,
Free
man,
clothes.
that's the best way to get a sale. I'm telling you.
T-shirt man Lowe said, "Hard to find people who believe and feel the same way about your business as you do, man."
That's
Period.
a
Period.
big right there.
Taryn, hey,
What's going on,
Gina.
man?
Yeah, it is, man. Because like I come in here, like I said, there's no time. You know what I mean? I know all the work that needs to get done. You know what I mean? But you bring someone else in here, and it's every job. You know what I mean? I do it at my job, but you walk into your job and you're like, you get there and you're like, okay, 8:00 in the morning. You sit there, you're like, what are we gonna eat for breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't eat breakfast before you came. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my daughter, she comes over here. We do it together. You know what I mean? Because it's my business. But I was like, man, like if I was like, it's time to go. It's time to go.
Yeah.
You eat before you come to work, and then you get to work. You work at lunchtime. You go to lunch. You come back. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you go home. Yep.
It's funny, Joe, that you brought that up because in my head, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. I forgot to eat.
That's it. I was talking to Mike when I was going to Walmart. I was like, let me go buy something to eat real quick because I haven't eaten since lunchtime today. So I was like, let me go real quick. And I was like, midnight my time? He's like, no, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So what time is it there now?
Let me look. 11:05.
11:05. Oh yeah, you're in Georgia, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all in the future. Huh?
Oh, look at us. You thought today, all right? It ain't none of that West Coast talk you be talking, all that gangster talk. Got Joe with me tonight.
Yeah.
Gina says you don't need to tell anyone you work from home. You sure don't.
That's
no
true.
reason. All they worried about is the end result, the end
That's
product.
one of the best kept secrets. Throw up a website and keep it quiet. You gotta know as long as the product quality is there.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
So, man, Joe, let's hear about that embroidery, man. You know. And no, hold on before you even talk about that. How do you do all this stuff, work a full-time job, and still have time to make vinyl T-shirts?
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, gosh.
What do you mean? Like
you said you did 5 vinyl T-shirts, man. You do embroidery, screen printing. How do you have time to do that little stuff like
nonstop,
right.
man, nonstop? I swear, I came in one day. I was doing some stuff for a soccer team. I screen printed 100 and something shirts in less than an hour, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go." And then I looked at the list that I had was just for numbers, and I was like, "Oh, numbers easy," you know what I mean? And then when I started weeding those and cutting those letters, I was like, "Dude, this takes forever."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I love vinyl, you know what I mean? But still, I was like, "Dang, this is crazy." Crazy. Here's what I tell people right now that come in here. It's screen printing like 2 weeks out. You know what I mean? I tell people when they come in here, they're like, I'm like, when do you need it? Well, I need it like in 4 hours. And I'm like, I can't do it. You have to give me some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want me to do this job for you right now. I would love to do it for you. But then I'm putting Mike's job in the back burner. I'm putting Seek's job in the back burner. I'm putting the Educated Naturals job in the back corner, and then I'm doing that job. Maybe it's 5 shirts of vinyl. They don't have the artwork.
Yeah.
Can you change the font? Can you make the font like this? No, not that one. Let's go another one. Can you keep going through all of them? Yeah, let's do that one. And then you finally get it, and then they're like, "Can we make it bigger?" Okay. And then there you are, an hour trying to set it up for them. You know what I mean? And then after you get it all set up, you gotta cut it, then you gotta weed it, then you gotta press it, and that's could be a whole day. I was doing sublimation stuff for a guy today. Here's the ones. Here's the DTF prints that I was putting on the sleeve. Right, I was putting these on there. I was gonna put one on my shirt. I should have. Right. But just that took all day, and I was like, He came in this morning. I was setting up a job to screen print, and that's the guy that just came and picked up his shirts. Right. I was doing just a front piece sublimation. The back piece was sublimation, the little name, and then the DTF print on the side. And it took all day. And I was like, there goes my day for screen printing. You know what I mean? I got one hat done out of the 15 that I need to get done. And then screen printing, you know what I mean? So I was like, tomorrow morning, it's already set up. So I'm going to come in and just start knocking it out. It's only like 60 shirts. No sleep. Yep, Lily.
Yeah.
Literally.
And I got to double back to the lady. The educated natural says she got some chicken thighs left. And the only reason you got them chicken thighs left is because didn't nobody want to eat.
Go educated natural. You eating great tonight.
There's because didn't nobody else want to eat that nasty mess. Go get you some chicken.
Hey, see. You in here by yourself tonight, bro. I'm with y'all.
Oh man, I'm quick on my toes, though. I got comeback, right? Come back.
Call a quick draw.
Bobby Blue said when I started sublimation, I swore I'd never weed again. Hot vinyl never goes away, period.
Yeah, vinyl will never go away because you can only do so much with sublimation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What vinyl cutter you using, Joe?
I use the QE6000. It's like the Graphtec.
Yeah.
It's a 32-inch plotter.
And it cuts very quick.
Very quick, very quiet. By the time mine finishes cutting, the Cameo and the Cricut are still going.
Oh, he just killed me.
Look, so he didn't attack everybody.
The hate is real.
I hit send and it's like, and the Cameo is like.
Oh wow!
Hey, but it's all good. Hey, everybody still put out the same product, regardless, right?
True.
I get it done and I put it there and I'm like, now I gotta weed it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But it's all good.
I'm aggressive with it. I just
rip it off.
Yeah.
Fidel said there's a lot involved in screen printing before the final product, and when you get several orders at the same time, it's even worse. He got 30 years in the screen printing.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, there is, and that's what I was telling people. Some people were like, "Well, I don't want to get one of these because, oh my gosh, I gotta clean it. I gotta clean it every night. I gotta do maintenance on it. I gotta do this." And I'm like, this does not take long to clean. At the end of the night, there's a little piece down in here. I put this. I don't know if you can see this right here.
Yeah.
It's a little cleaner, head cleaner. You just clean it, wipe it with a swab 2 times. The 3rd time you clean it dry. The 4th time you leave it in there, close it up, and you're done. Right? That's the daily one. Then there's a weekly one. I do it every Sunday. And then there's a monthly one. I do it on the 1st. You know what I mean? What's up, Dad? That's the OG hustler right there.
Oh, that's the fire. I was
How
like,
you doing, sir?
Joe out there, huh?
That's the OG hustler right there. That's who I get it.
I commented to your dad, and I didn't know it was your dad. So sorry, Mr. Perez. I thought it was. When he said, I know I'm his father. That's when I instantly knew, like,
Yeah, that's him and my mom. That's who I get it from. My dad was in the military, and then would come home and he was a mechanic the rest of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yep. But
Bobby Blue said, OMG, someone just donated me a brand new Someone just donated a brand new 6,000 to me. I'm stumbling over my words. That's dope.
6,000.
Yeah, that's
so
cute.
Bobby, if you think you said once you did sublimation, you'll never go back to vinyl. You should try these right here. Cause look at that.
DTF.
Yeah, I was just playing.
Yeah.
So with your DTF transfers, you offer gang sheets?
Yeah. Yep. Whatever you can fit on a sheet is $10.
How big what sizes do you do?
11 and a half by 16 and a quarter. It's actually a little bit bigger than that, but I don't tell people that because they will push the limit.
Yeah.
And if it prints slightly off the page, then I got to redo it. So I'm like 11 and a half by 16 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So you had that for a while. How many prints do you think that thing could do in a day?
If it's running all day, it could do quite a bit. I can't screen print it. I mean, it won't hold up to screen printing. I'll tell you that. I think the other day I had an order for 10 prints, and I screen printed 40 shirts, and I think I was like on number 6. It's a process, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a printer. It's what it does. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when it gets done, and then when it gets done with this, it'll reset. Oh, it's laying down. It's laying down the white right now.
Yeah.
But when it gets done with this, if it was laying down the color, it will go back, reset, come back, and then lay down the white ink on top of that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So you got a shaker and all that stuff, or how do you cure and powder them?
I have it over here. See if I can show it to you. That little white container right there.
Okay. Shoot, you got the dryer. Do you run your prints right through that dryer over there?
No, I don't.
He in an interview. He even had a customer come through. He working and he's trying to demonstration and talking to us all at the same. All right.
Yeah, so I don't leave the dryer running on just because it's a higher voltage. You know what I mean? I just leave the 120, the 240 or whatever that is over there. It's just a little bit more electricity. I use it when I'm screen printing. Throw them on there and it cures the ink right away.
Wow.
The heat press, I just leave it at 400 degrees and I hover it over it so that it doesn't touch it. It just sits like right above it, and the heat from the heat press will dry the powder and then turn it into an adhesive.
Sam Day asks, what's the turnaround time on a DTF transfer?
So for people that message me on Instagram, it's probably like I'll forget. Honestly, I will, because I have people. I swear I will, because people will message me and be like, "Hey, can I get 10 prints of this?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Okay," and they're like, "Where do I send it to?" And I'm like, "Send it to info@Hard Hustle Printing," and they're like, "Okay," and then I get here and I'm like, "What do I got to do?" And if I don't get a ping on Shopify that is like, "Hey, you got an order, you better fill it, or you're gonna get a bad review," then I'll forget about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I've had people tell me, "Oh, you're a cool dude, but your customer service sucks." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm so busy. Yeah. Like, if you want to put in an order, just do it online, please, because it's just hard for me to remember when a lot of people hit me up on Instagram when I post stuff and they're like, I need to order hats. How much are the stitch count? How much for this hat? How much for this DTF? How much to screen print this? How much?" And I'm just like, can you just email me? So whenever I sit down at the end of the day, I can go through the emails and I will email you back. Because I'll look at your message and then someone will talk to me. I'll be like, "What's up?" "Oh, yeah. And I'll put it in my pocket. And they're like, "Oh, you looked at it, but you didn't want to write me back." No, it's not that I didn't want to write you back.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
It's not that I didn't want to write you back. It's I got so much going on. You know what I mean? It's like, sorry, but you're a cool dude, but your customer service sucks. Sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Bobby Blue said that I miss which DTF he has.
I have the FreeJet 330 TX Plus,
which is also a DTG machine.
Yep. It's that commercial that come on every time you click on the I'll say YouTuber that's doing custom apparel.
Fidel said he is definitely a hustle guy. I saw he did 502 sides the other day. Hands down. Yeah, man.
Here's another one.
That quality.
Lame, man.
Yes.
That's it. That's a West Coast movie right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I thought that movie looked familiar. I mean, a couple
Yeah.
people familiar, yeah.
you need a dedicated person for
Gina
each.
said, yeah,
I know. I need. If I could clone myself, that'd be good because then I'd just be everywhere.
you'd be a multi-billionaire if you can clone you.
I know, right? Trying to get there. Trying to get there.
Blood in, blood out. That's that movie.
Yep.
That was a good, crazy movie back
Let me
when I
show
was
you.
young.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a gang sheet that I did for somebody. So like if you have Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop, you can actually put in create a design, create a template 16 and a half by 11 and a half by 16 and a quarter, and then just drop your images on there, move them how you want, size them how you want, save as a PNG, a real PNG, not a I erased the background and here's my PNG. And then send it, and I just print it. You know what I mean? So look, here's one right here.
Gina says she your clone, Joe.
Gina, yeah.
She said she gonna clone one of you for her. Frankie just said $10 a sheet. What's your minimum, Joe, for the transfers?
There's no minimums, none.
Oh. So what you doing back there now, Curie?
No, over here, what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up the program to get ready to print the next one. So I'm just setting up the environments and putting it for DTF, and then I add the underbase on there, and then I go click the printer settings, and then I'm printing DTF, so I don't want it to come like if I was doing a T-shirt, because you tuck it in, I put 1 inch down. So after tucking it in and 1 inch down, it's about three to four fingers. But I don't want to do 1 inch down because say someone sends me an image and it's 16 and a quarter, and I go 1 inch under that, it's going to be 17. So it's going to end up printing on the platen. So then I put like 0.2 or 0.3.
Yeah, that machine is dope.
It is.
So I know you're printing a lot of transfers. How often do you do the DTG prints?
I just did some green jackets, which is the little league, not the little league, 11 and a half by 16 and a quarter. Yes, Aaron, that's right. I just did some stuff for the minor league green jackets that are here, which are the minor league team for the San Francisco Giants. I did some shirts for them, which is cool. You know what I mean? If I can get in with them, that'd be legit.
Yeah.
I have an order coming up for like 300 of them. It's like a CMYK print, but I had it here somewhere. I did a test print for them to show them how it would look, and they loved it. You know what I mean? And it all depends. You know what I mean? Like the quality is, you get that screen printing feel whenever you do it direct to garment, and whenever you do direct to film, you get, depending on how big the image is. If it's a big square, you're gonna have that not a plastic feel, but like a slight thin vinyl feel. It doesn't feel like a big old piece of like not subly flour. What's it called? That sublimation vinyl that you could print to, and then whenever you put on a shirt, it feels like a big old piece of vinyl or big old piece of plastic. It doesn't feel like that. It's still like the shirt can still move and do its own thing, not like just a square that's gonna stay like when you put it on, it stays like this the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I order my sheets like this. I order them from Omni. They come in a 100 pack. So I just ordered 700 of them because I go through these things like crazy.
So 700. How much what that pack of paper film cost you?
So the good thing about it is like everything else. The more you order, the cheaper they get. So I ordered 700 of them. I think they start off like at $90, but buying so many of them, I got them for like $70, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it comes out to less than $1 a sheet, plus whatever the cost is to print it. You know what I mean?
What is a typical print cost on that machine?
I've never printed anything over $3. Never.
Well,
Yeah, and that's a good thing about the program that it shows you all that. I wish the Sawgrass would show you that. I wish you could put a piece of vinyl in there and it would tell you, oh, you just program what you got. I'm using a 12 by 15. And it would, as it was cutting, it knew it would deduct what it cut and it would tell you your cost. That would be cool if it did that. You know what I mean? But that's what I like about this machine is there's no guessing in it. So if someone comes in here and they're like, well, how much is it going to cost me? I could just tell them whatever over $5 and I know I'm going to make profit off of it. You know what I mean? But even at $5, you still lose out because you got to do the pre-treat. You know what I mean? The pre-treat's probably $1 or $2 or whatever it is. Probably even less than that. You know what I mean? And then you have to dry the pre-treat. So that's more time that you're putting into it. Sometimes it's just easier just to print DTF films and then press them to a shirt. And if I show the yeah, I show the so I have some here and I show the customers. I'm like, this is what it would look like direct to garment, and this is what it would look like if I did the print and then put it on there. And sometimes they're like, shoot, let's do it like this because they like. Some people like that little plastic feel. Some people don't like the little rough feel that you get with screen printing or whatever. You know what I mean? But all that can go away with you heat press at the end of the night. If you doing screen printing and you press it, it flattens it all out and it feels really good. You know what I mean? I do it for the schools because I want to get in good with the schools. So I don't want to give them something that they're like, this feels like sandpaper. You know what I mean?
Bobby Blue said, "What's anyone's view on white toner versus DTF?" I haven't heard a lot of good about the white toner. The eye color, that's white toner, right?
Yeah.
So we got Tuesday. We got Breeze Tees, a big TikToker coming on, and he runs an eye color 560. He'll be able to answer those questions for you. But what do you think? How do you feel about it? Have you ever used a white toner printer, Joe?
I never have. I've never had to use a white toner printer. I've never had to use, well, I can't say never, but I've never had to buy a lot of plastic salt transfers because I was screen printing. You know what I mean? And then for the white toner printers, I never had to buy them because I was already screen printing at the time. But here's what I will tell you is people that do have white toner printers are ordering prints from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that speaks high volumes to y'all. Or whoever just asked that question, Bobby.
Because some people will be like, well, a direct to garment, no hiding it. Depending on the package you get, probably start at like 14 grand. You know what I mean? I got the direct. I got the TX Plus, which is the upgrade, not just the 330. I got the 330 TX Plus, so I could do polyester, and it has an adjustable platen, so you don't take the chance of that head. As soon as it takes off, boom, hit it, and then misalign everything. You know what I mean? That was I was like, I'll pay the extra money so it can align it for itself and then take off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got the upgrade of this. I also got the heat press with it, and then the pre-treat machine. You know what I mean? It's a lot more than a white toner printer because I think a white toner printer is like $3 grand.
Yep.
$4 grand. You know what I mean? But I can't say anything about them because I've never used them. But I do know, like I said, I know 2 people that have them, and they've ordered over 100 prints from me.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. I haven't heard a lot of good about them, man. I think it was.
Me neither.
I don't know, but like I say, Tuesday we got somebody who runs this whole business off of them. Will be on here.
I mean, that's good. I mean, if they work, they work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've personally never used it. The only thing that I could say that I've heard is they're like a plastic salt transfer. After so many washes, after so many wears, they start to crack. You know what I mean? And that's what you'll get with them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that this doesn't do it. I've only been doing it for like 3 months. You know what I mean? But I haven't had any complaints. The only complaint that I've had is that they build up moisture whenever you ship them. You know what I mean? That's the only. I don't know if Super Color does that whenever they ship theirs.
No, it's airtight, and it's got like this little silica bag, and it's never moist. But I have.
Yeah, that's what I started doing.
I've gotten some DTF prints that was moist, but in that person's defense, FedEx tore the package open like there was a hole, and I'm like, and then they just delivered it like there was no problem.
Yeah.
So I got it.
No, so I don't know what it is, but it's people that don't know. There's I didn't when I first started sending them out. I didn't know. You know what I mean? I only had one person complain about it. And I was like, just press it, dude. It's going to work. And they're like, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I'm like, dude, press it. It's going to work. Like, I leave them here in the shop. Like, I'll print them and I'll leave them in here. You know what I mean? This feels moist already just from sitting in here. You know what I mean? Not moist, but like oily. And I'm like, just print it. It's going to be good. And they're like, no, well, I don't know. So when I talked to Omni, they're like, no, it's just like, the powder and the way it reacts, you know what I mean? They're like, all you do, take it, put it under the heat press for a little bit, 20, 30 seconds, and it dries it up. You know what I mean? That's all it is. I did start putting some of those little packets in it, but I don't know if it does anything. I've even reached out to people that have ordered prints from me through Instagram, and I'm like, hey, whenever you got your prints, were they moist? And they're like, yeah, but they work just fine. So I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? And like this one I've had in here for a while, and this one's not even moist. You know what I mean? It's just the ones that I print right away. I don't know if it's like the condensation or what it is in here. You know what I mean? This place has AC, so I don't think it's that, but is what it is. You know what I mean?
Fidel asks, hey, Joe, are you considering buying another one of those machines?
As of right now, no. It's not because I don't want one. I don't want to tie up money into another machine that's already doing what I have. I would rather bring in a wide format printer so I could do stickers. I could do printable vinyl. I could put me a big old sticker across this wall right here in the back. You know what I mean? So I don't have to worry about, not have to worry, but like I would hate to tie up money in another one of these if I'm still pushing out the amount of work with one, than I with two. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with that. I'd rather add on more equipment. I'm already busy, but I know if I add on more equipment, but it's all good. That's what I want. You know what I mean? I want to build this place up so that whenever I get out, I already know where I'm at. You know what I mean?
How long you got left in the military?
Probably like 7 more months.
Oh, you're almost there, huh?
Yeah, probably like February or March of next year.
Yeah, man. Salute to you, Joe, for real.
Appreciate your service.
Appreciate it. So what it did right there is it put down the color. Now it's going back and putting the white underbase under it so that they could put it over any color. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Frankie said he sent you 3 designs to see if you can make them some DTF transfers.
Okay. You like when you say you sent them?
He probably in your DM.
IG or something.
Fidel said white toner prints I heard don't last as long as DTG or DTF. I haven't heard a lot of good about white toner printers at all myself, but we'll see Tuesday how that high color 560 is doing. Breeze.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I tell people. People ask me the same thing about sublimation. They'll be like, what do you think about converting a printer? And I'm like, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I can't, I don't want to tell you, do it. I could tell you this one. I'll tell you this one you can convert, this one you can convert, this one you can convert, but I won't tell you I recommend it because I've never used it. You know what I mean? And the last thing I want to do is tell you I recommend it. And then a month later you call me back and you're like, well, you said, and now here I am in this situation. So I'm like, Just go with the sawgrass. Just pay the little bit extra money.
Yeah.
Get you a sawgrass.
I got this 1430 to convert to DTF. I don't think I like it. It's about to be on the market here real soon.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I don't think it's for me.
Yeah, that's what I like. If converting stuff is good, you know what I mean. If it works, it works. But sometimes it's probably just better to invest in something that is going to do it the right way, and you're not going to have the headaches of converting stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
This right here is a little bit more money, right? And then if you can get a business loan, it helps out a lot better because with business loans, you don't get those high interest rates. You know what I mean? You get a low interest rate with business loans. I think I pay like $250 a month for this, but I just pay more on it because I make so much money off of it, so I can get it out the way. And then once I get it out the way, what's next? What's next? What's next? You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean?
Wow. Ready for that rapid fire?
Let's do it.
Before I get into the rapid fire, though,
this video is brought to you by The Vinyl Stand. Make sure you go to The Vinyl Stand and pick up all your vinyl and sublimation blanks.
And use Squad Creatives. 10% of checkoff or checkout. All right, so you already did it for me. So
Yeah,
for real. So the last time I asked you some old questions, hot or cold, and all of that, I'm kind of switch it up. So for this rapid fire, you're in a situation where you have to do embroidery or DTF to get the job done. You only have one day to get it done. What are you going with and why?
When you say embroidery or DTF, one or the other?
Yes.
Embroidery. Because embroidery looks better. If I'm putting it on a hat, if I'm putting embroidery on a shirt, it's not worth it. I would go. So that's two ways of looking at it. If I was doing this, I would do embroidery on a hat. I've done DTF on a hat just because they say the chemicals they use eat up the thread. But that's me. Hat for embroidery, shirts. I wouldn't do embroidery because they're so thin. Just the needles rip through them.
So if there's a scenario where you can do sublimation or HTV vinyl in one day and you had to do the same thing, which would you choose and why?
Sublimation. Because sublimation is a lot faster. But you can run into a lot of problems at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has its positives, has its negatives.
That's so true. Each print method does. That's why they're all, I think everything is for what it's there for.
Yep.
It's holiday time. You're doing ugly sweaters. 2 methods you can use on these ugly sweaters. What would the 2 methods be and why?
Ugly sweaters. I would sublimation just because it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just because it's easy. I would hate to have to weed a bunch of little triangles and reindeers and all other good stuff. Now they like I'm telling you, Gildan's stepping up their game, man. Gildan's got those 100% polyester cotton fill shirts. Gildan got them soft styles trying to compare with Bella Canvas and Next Level. You know what I mean? So Gildan was the originator. Like a lot of people knew Gildan, and then whenever Next Level and Bella Canvas came along, Gildan probably took a little downfall. But they're like, let's rethink this. Let's go soft. You know what I mean? So now they got a whole bunch of different stuff out there now. But so sublimation, just so I don't have to weed all the little triangles and reindeers.
Yeah. So you do direct to film and screen printing, and both of those you can do transfers with.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is the best transfer to get?
Depends on how many. Oh, which one's the best?
Yes.
I can't answer that question because I don't do plastic salt transfers.
Okay.
I don't do them because I have the stuff to do them. I just don't do them because I'm already too busy. And I know if I add plastic salt transfers to what I'm doing, it's just going to blow my mind even more.
Mhm.
Fifth and final question. Share some words of wisdom with somebody out there that may be trying to get to where you're at.
Scared money don't make money.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's if it was easy, everybody would do it. You know what I mean? When I first started this, it wasn't easy. It's still not easy. You know what I mean? I put in a lot of work, a lot of hours every week. You know what I mean? If you're not willing to put in the hours for yourself to invest in yourself, then you got to rethink of what you're doing. You know what I mean? And then what I would say is you can make money, and whenever you make that money, you can go out and have a lot of fun with it, do whatever you want. But for me, it's not about that. For me, it's about investing in what's going to bring me money in the long run. You know what I mean? What's going to bring in? I might make $5,000 off a job, but what am I going to do with it? Man, I just made $5,000. Do I just go make a trip out somewhere? Let's go on a vacation? You know what I mean? Or is it like, let's put a down payment on a wide format printer? You know what I mean? That's what I would say. For anybody that's looking to do this, you're gonna have good times. You're gonna have bad times. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen.
That's with anything.
It's always gonna happen. You know what I mean? Even for me, it happens. It always happens. You know what I mean? You can have really good days where everything goes smooth, and then you can have those days like today when I came in and I started printing DTF prints, and I was seeing lines going through them, and my heart just fell because I was like, don't do this, because I'm gonna have to refund all these orders, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you for answering those questions, Joe. Appreciate you. That was this week's rapid fire. And it was different, you know, but you answered them to the best of your capabilities. You also gave us inspiration, motivation, determination. When I see Joe on these YouTube stories, I'm like, man, he's doing this. Okay, he's doing this now. Fast forwarding, you doing this. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do it all, man. I do it. And it's just staying on top of it, keeping everything in line, and not forgetting the ones and twos that come in, because if you lose those ones and twos can become bigger later on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What's up, Jose Lopez? Those are the jobs that could be big. You know what I mean? Someone could come in here and just be like, I just want to get 15 shirts done. You're like, cool, you get them done. And they're a business owner that just dressed casual that day. And then the next thing you know, they come in here and they're like, hey, you just did some shirts for so-and-so? Yeah. He told us to come back and he wants to give 500 more. You know what I mean? Wow. Definitely, Bobby. Definitely. Yep.
Gina asked a while back again about how long the transfers take full color.
It all depends on the color, how many colors are in it. Like, so this one right here, this is the one I was telling you about. Here's a gang sheet right here.
Oh yeah,
that's slick.
So we just put a whole bunch of, as many as we could put on there. He only wanted 14, but he's paying for the whole sheet. So I was like, let me put on here 20 because he's paying for them anyways. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when I showed him the picture, he's like, bro, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what it's about. You know what I mean? I can cut that off and give him what he wanted, but just print them all. He paid for it anyways. You know what I mean? Wow. And that, like, I tell people, so like, if you go to the website and you upload your images on there, and whenever you upload your image, Lori said, "Tell him, Bobby." Whenever you upload your image onto the website, right? And I get notified that I just got an order. Like for instance, right? He uploaded one of those. And whenever he sent it to me, he's like, I just need the little comment said 14 on a sheet, 2.5 inches. So I was like, all right, boom, 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 boom. I prefer people to do it themselves so I could just print it. But if not, I'll do what I can for you. You know what I mean? But some people will send me an image of a JPEG, and I'm like, I can't do this. And instead of being the, well, he already paid for it, let me just print him this very pixelated image and send it to him. I'm not going to do that, because then they're going to get the image and they're going to be like, what the heck is this? And then I'm going to have to explain to them, well, you send me this kind of file. And then they're going to say, well, if it looked like that, why? So to avoid that, just keep everybody on the same page, not trying to take advantage of anybody. Well, like, you didn't know what you were doing, your fault. Sorry. You know what I mean? I'll just, if their phone number is on there, I'll give them a call from the shop. If their email's on there, I email them. I'm like, hey, this is what's up. You know what I mean? Your image, you send me a JPEG, and if I print it, it's gonna have a big yellow, it's gonna have a big white background. You know what I mean? It's got to be transparent, so that background will be transparent, not big old white thing.
Yeah. Bobby asks, how long did the gang sheet last before printing?
How long did it last?
How long will it last? I think is what he's asking.
Oh, shoot, they'll last forever. So I have a whole bunch. I have a whole bunch here. So like whenever I print the big bore pressure washing, I always print a bunch of extra, because his image is really big that goes on the back. So I put a bunch of little ones on the front. And what I do with them is I save him, because he always gets hats. And that's the guy that wants DTF on his hats, because the chemicals eat up the threads. So he's like, so I have a bunch of these like this. Okay. And then when he comes in, he's like, I need 5 hats. Boom, I just put him on a hat and give them to him. You know what I mean? Yeah. For Bobby's question, how long do they actually last? I've only been doing this 3 months, so I really, really don't know. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to tell you, well, they'll last forever.
I mean, I think it's just like a plastisol transfer. It's how you store them. Just keep it in a cool, dry place. You should be all right. I got some Dtf transfers over here on the shelf I've had for months in a plastic bag, and they still work.
Same here.
Yeah. So that one that I just showed you guys took 9 minutes to do that one. So probably like 4.5 minutes to do the color, and then go back and then do the white again. But $10 a sheet, right? 62 cents. 62 cents to print it. Plus the paper, 75 cents. You know what I mean? That's why when what's that code again for the vinyl stand? Lori's gonna make a code right now. Lori, what's the code? Lori, text it to me.
James, that's James Patton. What's going on, man? Long time no hear, brother.
Yeah, so 10 minutes for that one. All depends on the size of the image. You can have something with full color. This one probably took a little bit longer, just because, you know what I mean, the amount of detail in this one. A little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, they come out nice. You know what I mean?
Frankie emailed you, Joe. I'm sure he'll get with you when he get a chance, Frank.
Frankie's always emailing something or writing something.
Right. That's Frankie. I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring you on, Frankie. You think I'm playing?
He won't do it.
We're gonna get you on here, and then we gonna do you like you do us. Hit you with question after question after question.
Rapid hot fire seat.
Right. Rapid fire 2.2 thousand.
Oh, okay.
always Frankie.
Yeah.
Gina asked what type of maintenance is required to keep that machine going on a daily. You got her interest peak, Gina, ready to go spend that check.
There's not much, so I just do a daily cleaning on it. I could do a cleaning on it right now and show you how long it takes. So easy. Watch this. So this is what I do.
We got a lot of firsts tonight with Joe, y'all. He done showed us how to operate the Omni. Hey, Omni, if y'all watching this, you need to get your boy. Shout out to your boy Joe, Art and Hustle Print.
So here's what I use right here. This is what I use to do my daily cleaning. Because after we get out of here, I'm gonna get out of here, right? So in the back right here, there's this little container. It's a container with this right here. There's a container with this super cleaner, right?
Yeah.
It already has it in there. And then, so this is the cleaner right here. This is a little spring loaded thing. So what it does is it's so this right here is like a suction, right? And then right here it has a little ball right here. And if I was using my phone, I'd bring you in. But like I said, if I carry the whole computer. So what I do is I hit function and up. And what it does is it moves the print head out of the way.
Easy money.
So see, watch the print head. It's going to move out of the way here in a second.
So
it's going to move out of the way. So it moved out of the way, and now I can see the print head. And then I just pump some of this fluid in here. So you can't see it, but inside the wet capping station is some of that fluid. And I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to clean around the wet capping station.
Wow.
So I'll do it. We do it one time, and then we pump it out. And it's putting it into this little waste container right here. Right? So then it's done. It's already drained it all out of the wet capping station. I'll do it again. And then the second time, I'm going to clean it again one more time. And just so you can see, I am putting stuff in there. Look. Just so you know, I'm not faking it. Right?
Frankie said he don't do lies because he's a nobody, Joe.
Who, Frankie?
Yeah.
Everybody's a somebody.
I'm trying to tell you that somebody to somebody.
Yeah. and then I just drained it out. Now the wet capping station has no fluid in it. So now I have two of these. One of these is wet and this one's dry. So now I'm gonna take the dry one and I'm gonna clean. While it's dry, I'm gonna clean it out again, just in case there's anything in there.
That's so simple.
Yeah, this is what I do every night. So that's it, right? And then the next one I'm gonna do is this little cap right here. I'm gonna loosen it. So I'm gonna loosen it so that there's not pressure inside of there to suck the fluid out of there throughout the night. If I leave pressure in there, it could slowly pull it out. And if it pulls it out, it's going to dry up the wet capping station and it's going to mess up the print head. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pump it in there. This little clip right here, there's a clip right here. I lock the clip, hit function. It's going to come back to the front. And then on your right here in the front, you can see this right here. All of these have all the inks have a little clips on them. So what I do is I move them up and down, and then at the end of the night, I clip them all closed. I'm gonna send it back to the back. And I turn it off.
So all in all, 3 minutes.
And then this one has a white cycling, so I leave it on, so I come back.
Oh, keeps your ink shaking.
Yeah, just the white ink.
I was just about to ask that. What about separation? But
Yeah.
That's dope.
yeah.
So I turned it off. I turned it back on. You hear that?
Yeah.
So what it does is throughout the day, throughout the night, it will do that right there. And what it does is the white containers have two tubes. So what it does is one of them feeds to the print head and the other one feeds and just rotates it back into the bottle so it doesn't dry it up.
That's dope.
So the inks don't get messed up. So that was the daily clean. So if I use it, I use it every day. But when I use it, that's all I got to do. And this video is brought to you by the Vinyl Stand.
I'm gonna holler at you, Joe,
You
about
got
that.
that code for him?
They're gonna say, "Never again can you have him on your channel." And if he is,
all good.
I'm just messing with you.
No, that's all good.
It's all
It's just,
good.
Nah.
we can have
I'm
as
just-
many sponsors as we want to. That's the beautiful thing about Squad
Yeah.
Creative
Yeah,
Podcast.
man.
That's what's
So-
up, though. I appreciate you guys having me here. I usually jump into y'all stuff, but I don't say nothing. Just like kick back, listen to y'all talk, listen to everybody else because we can all learn something from everybody.
Yeah,
I do not know everything. I'll tell you that right now.
You know a heck of a lot, though.
I do know a lot, but there's a lot more to learn, though. You know what I mean? Just
They want to know where they can get your stuff at, Joe. They ask for the website.
so go to heartandhustleprinting.com. There's a bunch of you go down to. Let me see. Let me pull it
You
up on my
just
phone.
highlight what's going on. Sam Day had asked who does your design, your artwork, but I think those are customer. That's customer artwork, Sam.
Yeah. So if you go to heartandhustleprinting.com and then you scroll up to directed garment, there's like a little directed garment right there. You can click that, and then from there, there's one where you can upload your own artwork, which is like what the guy just did there. You can upload your artwork, and then once I get it, I'll take a look at it, and if it's not printable, I will not print it because I don't want to do you like that. You know what I mean? And then again, all these prints are on there also. You can buy these prints on Etsy. All these prints that I bought on Etsy, you can resell the print. I cannot sell the file. You know what I mean? But it's like $3. Go buy it yourself. But you could do sublimation with it. You could do whatever you want with it. But if you can't do DTF, you can't do DTF with it. So you can buy them from me, right? Yeah. So check it out. Check out the website. I do sell sublimation prints on there too. It's just there's not a way. We're trying to figure out a way to upload your own sublimation artwork, so we could do that too.
Sublimation prints, huh?
Yeah, so I sell the 8.5 by 11 for $2, and then the 11 by 17 for $4. And then right now it's just these that I have on there. Someone was writing me earlier trying to upload their own stuff, and I'm like, I have someone that helps me out with my website, so I was having them try to fix it to where they can upload an image on there to
Hey, can you share that with us? Who you're using? Hey, where's my pen at?
for what, my website?
Yeah, to do your.
I use my
website.
sister-in-law. My sister-in-law does my website for me.
I still need the plug, man.
I don't want to give her out her information.
Okay,
So
got
yeah,
you.
let me talk to her. See if she's. I'm pretty sure she's willing to help out. Not help out. I mean, for a fee. You know what I mean? She does art. She does mine, and then she does the one for the vinyl stand too.
I remember you saying something on one of your lives. You was looking for somewhere to keep track of your inventory and your creative and all of that in one spot.
Yeah.
And I had shouted out Deco Network. Did you ever find somebody?
I didn't. There was a company that reached out to me and was like, "Oh, if you want to use mine, you can use it. We'll give it to you for like half price per month." And I was like, "Well, that's not bad." And then they're like, "Just talk about it whenever you use it." And I looked it up. It was still like $500 a month. I was like, "That's half price." Like, holy crap! My wall is free. Just hang them on my wall. I just hang them on my wall. That's free right there. As long as I keep them in order, and I grab the front one, let me print that one first. Next, you know what I mean? That's why when people come in here, it's a lot of business owners, and they all understand. You know what I mean? So whenever I tell them, they're like, "Well, what's your turnaround?" I'm like, "Probably like 2 weeks," and they're like, "No, I get it. We're the same way. We're doing work right now, and we got customers calling us, and we're like, well, we're 2 weeks." So they're cool with it. You know what I mean? Because they understand. It's the customers that come in and they want right now, and you're like, I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I feel bad, and I'm like, well, what do you need? And I just want this and this, and I'm like, all right, let me do it real quick. You know what I mean? So I still try to make it happen for them, but I'm like, the next time you come, please don't do same day things for me. Please, I ask you that. And then I started carrying shirts in here because I'm one of the best kept secrets over here. Because I carry those what are they? The Gildan 65-35s, the ones that everybody's supplementing and then bleaching.
Oh yeah.
Um, so I carry a lot of those shirts in here, and there's ladies that come in here, they're like, I'm not telling nobody about this spot.
Yeah.
So I've been selling a lot of blank t-shirts here too. So that's been a good thing too. So even when people come in here, they're not here to buy prints, or they're not here to buy for screen printing service or DTF services. They still pick up shirts. You know what I mean? And then I have people come in here and they're like, I just want to buy some print and cut. And I'm like, print and cut? I'm like, let me show you this. And when I show them this, they're like, how much is that? I'm like, $2 more. And they're like, for real? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I'm gonna get that instead. Yeah. So I had a lady come in here for some birthday stuff. I thought I had put on the hard drive. I was gonna print it for y'all, but it wasn't on the thumb drive. She wanted print and cut stuff, and she wanted 4 shirts done. And I was like, let me show you this. And this can go on any shirt. And they were like, yeah, let's do that. So I was like, cool. But yeah, if y'all are in the Evans area, stop by Augusta, Georgia. Stop by the shop. Say what's up. You know what I mean? I'm always here. Not always, but always here. Yeah, I'm always here. People come in here and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry to bother you." I'm like, "No, you're good. I'm always here by myself." You know what I mean? Then when y'all come in here and talk for a little bit, it's all good. You know what I mean? I like talking to people that come in here that share the same ideas, same creative concepts that I share. You know what I mean? Yep. So it's all good.
Joe, the transfers are at thevinylstand.com, right?
The transfers, they're already, if you want to buy the ones they're already printed, yeah, they're over there. Yep. We do sell them over there too.
So if they want custom, what's the site for that?
Hard and Hustle Printing. You have to go to that one and then go to the DTF section. And then the first picture is going to show like a DTF printer or DTG printer. You click that one and you can upload your own images there.
hardandhustleprinting.com.
Yep.
Frankie asks, what happened to your trailer? I remember that.
I still have it. It's just we did 4th of July. Did the thing for 4th of July on base. We did okay. I was hoping to do better. I spent a lot more money because I hadn't used it in a while. I hadn't used it at all. You know what I mean? And then being that it was on base, it's hard you can't just take a camera out and film on a military installation like that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of rough to do that. So I didn't get to film any of it, but we had a good time. We took a bunch of sublimation tumblers out there, pre-sublimated, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to do like sublimation on the spot, you know what I mean? Unless you're doing something small. So we sold tumblers. I had a design made for 4th of July. And people got to come up on the trailer and actually just print their own shirt. You know what I mean? So those of them that had never done it before were like, oh, that's cool. Their parents were taking pictures of them. And so it was a good time. But like I said, it was my first time. And it was a learning experience. I spent more money than I made, but I made money back. And like I said, it was a learning experience. You know what I mean? If I would have underbought and I ran out, then I would have been like, dang, I should have ordered more. But being that I overbought and I didn't sell as much as I wanted, it's now a learning experience. You know what I mean, for us. So it's good. I have shirts here from that day. And the good thing that I bought was white and black. You know what I mean? So everybody wants a white shirt. Everybody wants a black shirt for something. So I keep them here. And when I get orders, someone comes in, I just want the Gildan heavy style, the cheapest ones we can get. Just print them on those. I'm like, shoot, yeah, hell yeah, I got them. I don't have to buy them. You know what I mean?
So quick, so fast.
Yep.
Go to the Hinesville Army base every weekend. Peaches High. She also said, thanks, Zeke.
You're welcome, Peaches.
Peaches High. So
Joe, we appreciate you coming
no,
out tonight. And,
I appreciate you guys.
We do a little bit of a recap, y'all. Y'all know those in the military. We appreciate your services. He came from literally his basement. That means he started from the ground all the way up to where he's at. Now he's worked himself into a position to where he has a multitude of machines, showing us on YouTube that it's possible, all while being in the military.
And man, he does so many hats: embroidery, screen print, DTF, DTG, silk. I think I said silk screen already. Vinyl, run the vinyl store.
Yeah,
it's inspiration, man. Like, and he started from a bedroom.
Yep.
From the bedroom, from the bottom, y'all.
But it's like Mike was saying earlier. It's hey, put up a website and fake it till you make it. I did it in the beginning. I had the vinyl stand at my back door, and I had a full website. You know what I mean? They were like, "Hey, be an affiliate." I said, "No, I don't want to be an affiliate." And they're like, "Why don't you want to be an affiliate?" I said, "Because I want to be the man. I don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to work for the man. I want to be the man." And they're like, "Well, if you're an affiliate, you can make 10% or 15%." And I'm like, "No, I don't mind making $1 off a yard right now, because what I'm doing is I'm building my clients. And then whenever I eventually open up my own place, they're going to go to where I'm at." You know what I mean? So that's how I always saw it. You know what I mean? And I had a vision, like what I wanted to do from the very beginning, and by the hustle, the grace of God, my family having my back through all the hard times, and still, you know what I mean? Like I don't abuse them, but I abuse them so much because I'm here so much. You know what I mean? And it's just, and they understand what I'm trying to do within the next 7 to 8 months and where I want to be. You know what I mean? So they understand that. And it's like someone was saying earlier, whenever you get out, take your family for a vacation. And Lori was like, "Yeah, listen to them." You know, I mean, we need it. It's something that we need.
Yeah, man.
But to get where I want to be, and in the next couple months, because I'm leaving a career. I'm not just leaving a job. I'm leaving a career to take on a passion. Is scary, but it's I feel that whenever I do this full time and I can concentrate on this full time, that it's gonna take off even more from where it's at now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's just the way I see it. You know what I mean? So only time will tell. You know what I mean? But if you
you're heading in the right path, y'all. I can tell you that. I've been watching you for the last 3 years, and you did nothing but push me. Every time I see him, like, okay, I gotta go just that much harder. And true inspiration, man. Like, I don't get to heart everyone because you put up 1,000 YouTube shorts. I'll be trying.
That's what my wife says.
I'm halfway there. But
my wife is like, "Man, I clicked that and there's so many little dashes, I just turn it off." And I'm like, but and here's
it's never.
And here's the reason why I do it. You know what I mean? Is because I'm just so busy. Like I love YouTube to death. Without YouTube, I wouldn't have had these opportunities. You know what I mean? And I don't make a living off of YouTube, but I make a living off of YouTube, if that makes sense.
Major gem.
Is because what I'm saying is, because of YouTube, I got sponsors.
Yeah.
Right? Racoma sponsored me. Anatol sponsored me. Yeah. So I'm making money off of them for sponsoring me off of YouTube, but I'm not making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month off of YouTube. You know what I mean? YouTube is good. YouTube pays electricity in here, so I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? That's one less thing I have to worry about. But that's what I say. I don't make a living off YouTube, but I make a living off of YouTube.
Make a living off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes perfect.
Yeah.
And then I just want to say, Lori, you got witnesses. Rewind this video. He taking you on a trip.
A trip? It's gonna be a nice one too. Yeah.
We do need one. Trust me, we do. I think It's been a long time. You know what I mean? After I think like my last deployment, we got back and then we came to Georgia. You know what I mean? There was no time to do anything. You know, we came our last vacation I could say was Hawaii because we were in Hawaii for 3 years. But then we came back from Hawaii, went to Washington State. See, I wish I would have known you then, Seek. Then I would have been like, I'm right here. I'm right here in Washington. You know what I mean? Whenever we left Washington, we drove down through Oregon to get to California.
I'm from Washington. Where were you at up there?
Lacey.
Y'all, Lacey. Yeah. I've been
right there by JBLM.
Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah.
But yeah, we were there. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. We were in Hawaii for 3 years, so that was a good time. If you like the outdoors, and man, it was beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like everywhere. You know what I mean? The camera's only going to show you. The camera's only going to show you the good stuff. It ain't going to turn around the other angle and show you the bad stuff. Like right now, I'm showing you the good stuff. I turn my camera, you're gonna see all these boxes everywhere. You know what I mean?
Man, that's why you see this behind me.
No, I get it. You know what I mean? I just my next video I put out. We just shot a new intro. These guys came in here that buy shirts from me, and they're like, "Hey man, what do you think about us shooting an intro video for you?" And I was like, "Man, I need one." They're like, "Let's do it." So I was like, "Cool, like y'all do it. I'll put your name out there."
Yeah, man, that's dope.
And then I'm not telling you're going to get 100 people that want an intro, but maybe you'll get 1 or 2 that are like, hey, can you take some of my video clips and make an intro out of it? You know what I mean? And he already gave it to me. And I'm like, bro, that's what I've been wanting. And he's like, I got you, man. So I was like, cool. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's a struggle. Don't get me wrong. It's a struggle because I'm the screen printer. I'm the DTF guy. I'm the embroidery guy. I'm the owner. I'm the admin. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the
horse, the body, the arms, the legs,
everything. You know what I mean? So it's all good though. You know what I mean? It's because to me it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's like that song. I'm on vacation, wherever it goes. I'm on vacation. That's me, man, because that's how it should be. Like when you come to work, like when you're doing what you love to do,
absolutely.
It's like this is what I want to do. What I'm doing right now, I like doing it, but this is what I tell people like that I work with right now is like I love the Army, I love the military, I love all the opportunities it's given me, but I've given myself the opportunity to do something bigger than that. You know what I mean? So for me and my family and the things that we have going on and we have coming up, it can only get better. That's how I see it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, man, Joe, appreciate you for coming out. We just broke that 2 hours.
2 hours. You know how I do it though. I'm usually on for like 3 hours when I go live because I'm screen printing. I'm just like, yep, let's go. Yeah. I'm here. I'm screen printing. I'm by myself listening to music. Let's just go on there and go live and see what people talk about. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
The best feeling in the world, really.
Yeah. Yep. But to me, this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? Yes, sir, Fidel. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build this up for the next couple months, and see how it goes. You know what I mean? So
that's dope, though.
Yeah.
So where can we find you, Joe? I know you said your website earlier. Can you please give us your plugs again?
So if you're looking for DTF prints or any screen printing jobs that you need, you can find me at hardhustleprinting.com. You can give us a call at 706-922-44. I don't remember.
906.
Let me go find my card. I think it's 99.
Once again, y'all, we appreciate everybody that came out and rocked with us tonight. He's giving us his links right now. So where you can get a hold of him.
Yeah, 706-922-4455.
Frankie said, "Can we get a DTF discount code?"
We can. We'll do that. But you're gonna have to give me like a little bit after this to get it ready. So what I'll do is we'll name it Squad, all capital letters. Right? So
Right on. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Squad, SQUAD, all capital letters, and I'll do 20% off of your DTF prints.
Ooh, that's a
Right.
deal.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you. Let me write that down real quick. Hold on. That's Squad,
So-
all capital letters,
yep.
all caps, y'all.
Squad, all caps. It's not going to be an automatic discount. It's only for y'all that watch this or share this with your friends. And just let you know it's 3 to 5 day turnaround, just to let you know.
3 to 5 day turnaround.
But if I can get them out sooner, I get them out. Like I got an order tonight, even on the website, it says 3 to 5 days. Those are the ones I just showed you, the gang sheet. I already have all the stuff ready to go. So I'm just going to print it tomorrow and then we'll get them out Monday.
All right. We appreciate you once again, Joe, for coming through and just dropping a whole bunch of gems on us. And I learned a lot about that Omni that I didn't know today.
Yeah, that machine
That
is
was-
dope.
And then it was quiet behind you too. It was
Yeah,
stealth mode.
It is. Yeah. Yep. It is.
And when y'all watch this, y'all owe Joe a check. I'm telling you.
I know, right?
Up off of here and going to grab one.
Let's
So-
just add one discount code SQUAD.
Gina asked her PNG files are okay for DTF.
PNG files is what I need. Yes.
Frankie asked, do I put one quantity for gang sheet?
Yes. That's what I tell people. There's no minimums. You know what I mean? But you're gonna still pay around $10 to ship it. You know what I mean? Because I ship it in a box like this. I ship them like this. You know what I mean? So I put it in a box like this, and you know, the bigger the box, the more it's going to cost. So it's about eight and a half, $9. You know what I mean? That's where the handling cost comes in for the packaging, and you know what I mean.
Right.
Where is this?
When does the code expire?
I'm gonna run it for a week.
A week.
For a week.
All right, y'all. He said for 365 days. Y'all hurry up and get in there. No, man. Joe, thank you once again. Y'all know where to hit him at. We appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Before I wrap it up and go, I have to shout out Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Make sure y'all go to Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Get all your Caesar needs. Metamark, fashion spray, alcohol inks. That's vinylsupplyunlimited.com. Use the code Squad Talk 10. Get 10% off your total order.
Free shipping over $50.
We appreciate y'all.
And then I will add another code. Oh, wrong one. I'll add another code for the vinyl stand. There it is. That's for y'all.
All
Squad.
right.
Squad, 20% off direct to garment or films for everybody until the 19th.
Right on. Thank you, Joe.
All right. So y'all share it. Do what you want to do with it. I'll also, whenever I get home, we'll do another one for the vinyl stand. All right, Dad, take it easy. We'll do another one for the vinyl stand. We'll probably do 10%. We'll do 10. No, you know what? We'll do 15.
Oh, we're gonna do 15.
We'll up it. We'll up it over the infomercial over here. So we'll do 15% at the vinyl stand. and that's going to be off your total purchase. So that's going to be sublimation blanks, DTF prints that we have in stock, all the vinyl that we carry B-Flex, all the stuff that B-Flex carries, and then also specialty material also. And then with the holidays coming, we have a bunch of holiday. We're gonna have all the holiday printed pattern vinyl. It's not a vinyl where you have to cut it. You don't cut it and then put a carrier sheet on it to take it off. It's just like regular vinyl. You cut it. You put your image. You cut your image. You weed your image, and you press your image. That's how you do it. You don't need no carrier sheet to add to it to take it off, right? So we'll do that one. I will do that one. It's going to be another one of those codes. I'll let everybody know about that one. It's going to be the same thing, Squad.
Yep.
For the vinyl stand, all capital letters, Squad. It won't be until a little bit later on if you guys are interested, though. Just check back if you were interested in buying vinyl from us. Check back later on tonight or tomorrow. But it'll be on
you
there.
got any puff in stock?
We'll definitely inform you guys once we get that code together. Trust.
Yeah, we do. I think we have like red, white, black, blue, and like a caramel color.
Right on. I might have to check you out.
Yeah.
They
Lori,
got mad because I compare myself to hazelnut. So does the caramel look like, is it that color?
nah. It's more of the coffee color.
Don't be comparing yourself
with a
to
lot of
bro.
creamer in it.
Yo, we appreciate you, Joe.
Maybe like
Liberty,
maybe
Ron, I
like
just sent it to
that
you.
one.
Bud.
Okay.
that one.
Excuse me. I just DM'd you on Instagram one. Thank you. But we will see y'all Tuesday. We'll be back Tuesday with Breeze Speeds from TikTok. If y'all don't know, he gonna have all them answers for your eye color questions. Y'all tap in. Joe, thank you again for coming, man. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys watching. I don't know who is here. I'm just here on the little bird, whatever it's called. I couldn't get on YouTube to see what was going on or answers or questions or anything like that. But hey, if y'all were here, I appreciate everybody that was here.
Thank y'all for rocking.
If you were here for the first time, you jumped over from my Instagram because I was promoting it late because I was busy. Make sure you guys also check out. If you're here, you probably know them, but if you don't, make sure you guys go follow them on YouTube. Also, they put stuff out there too.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
They use the wrong vinyl, but they put out good stuff.
Hey, talk to me, Joe. I'll talk back.
Use the wrong one. Hold on, Joe.
Excuse me, that's funny.
All right,
I like
Joe.
B-Flex. I still got some B-Flex fatty I bought from you over there, too. Right on, man. See y'all Tuesday.
Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
All right, y'all too. Take it easy.